All right, before I forget, the Business Insider article, this is important. This is a huge, huge thing that I think is lost on so many people, okay? Erwin, scroll up to the chart there on the bottom. There you go. The U.S. housing affordability since 1981. This is, of course, from the National Association of Realtors. It shows the index of how affordable things are, and we've seen the drop-off be probably the biggest drop-off in affordability we've ever seen since 1981.
So how does it track this? What is it trying to compare, right? It's trying to compare your wages with home prices?
Home prices and interest rates, yes.
Yes, okay. So when it starts to drop off, that means the affordability is terrible.
So essentially the three things that we talked about needed to change in order to have better affordable pricing. This effectively tracks, right?
Okay.
And it has been the steepest decline in the shortest period of time, I think, in history, frankly. But, don't take my word for it. Look at the chart. That being said, what this is indicative of is a really, really important concept that is often mischaracterized in the media. People say supply and demand drive the market. If the housing supply goes up, then demand goes down because there's more out there. If demand goes up and supply doesn't, then values, where do they go? They go up.
Mm-hmm.
And people keep citing this back and forth, right? And we've always said on the show, demand without affordability is not demand. Okay, what do we know happened? There has not been a massive amount of deliveries to the market, right?
Right.
So if supply is not influencing this, how have we seen the change in prices? It's because demand went down.
Right.
But why does demand go down if supply didn't go up? Because the supply and demand argument is always supposed to be this balance, right?
No, there's another element to this.
Pricing.
Right.
Affordability. 25 of these cities where home prices are, quote, plummeting now. That's the quote from the article, okay?
Yeah.
And they're pretty impactful. So Arun, scroll down to some of the cities here. Let's go one at a time. Keep going. There you go. Number one, Austin. We've talked about them on the show quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Year over year price change, 10.3% down.
They're included in that Sun Belt region that we always talk about.
They are included in the Sun Belt region. Very good.
Yeah.
You do listen to me sometimes.
I do.
It's so cute. Number two, Honolulu.
They get a lot of sun there.
Negative 5.8%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huge number. Jackson, Mississippi.
I did not think they'd make this list. Wow.
Negative 4.8%.
Isn't that one HGTV show on there?
Which one's that?
The girl with the short hair and
I got to be honest. Said and I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm just going
no, because Awa watches it. So
I'm not going to fake the fun. The girl with the short hair. Which one was that?
We don't watch
Never
girls.
mind. Who cares?
Have you seen a woman since you got married?
Who? They're women?
I don't think I've ever seen a woman. I got married and
It's like they all just went away.
Like Thanos just like snapped his fingers and they're just gone.
Exactly.
I haven't seen a woman in a long time.
Thanos, dude.
Yeah.
The greatest villain of all time.
No, Loki.
No way, man. He wasn't that much of a villain.
You haven't seen the final arc. You got to see the final arc of his character.
Come on, man. I know he's a great villain, but dude,
You got to see the final arc of his character.
Thanos was so...
You know what? If you're listening to this show and you haven't watched Loki on Disney Plus, do yourself a favor. If we teach you nothing about finances, I'm okay with that. I'm fine.
Really? You're okay?
Yeah, we suck. We know it. Okay, but just watch Loki. I've given you that much, okay?
But you need to know the whole thing.
No, you don't. You just need to see the final arc of the character. The final arc of itself, just in and of itself, is amazing.
Your infatuation with Loki.
It was a great series, man.
Good for you, man.
Shreveport, Louisiana, down negative 4.6%.
Be honest, never heard of Shreveport.
What?
Just being honest.
Cape Coral, Florida, down 3.6%. Really never heard of Shreveport. That's weird.
Yeah.
St. George, Utah, like Johnny, Utah,
Mm-hmm.
down negative 3.6%.
I wonder, are some of these locations areas that saw a boom during the pandemic?
Some were. Yeah, certainly. Number 7, Provo, Utah, down negative 3.5%, attributable solely to the fact that it houses that D-bag Chris Crone. Mm-hmm. Nobody DM me his shit anymore. I'm so tired of seeing him. He is a scumbag. He is a liar. He is not real. Everything he says is bullshit, meant to get clickbait. He is not a good human being. And if you want any record of that, just Google his name. You'll see the massive lawsuit that he was in for fraud.
Wow.
Not that I did that.
Hey, Utah getting hit hard tonight.
Number 8, Logan, Utah, also neighboring city to Provo, apparently, because Chris Crone apparently, brings the whole value down everywhere he goes. Number 9, San Antonio. They didn't even bother to put Texas. They just said San Antonio.
If you know, you know.
Number 10, Baton Rouge, down negative 2.9%. Kennewick, Washington, negative 2.5%. Macomb, Georgia. Jacksonville, Florida. Chico, California. Okay, Chico. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Punta Gorda, Florida. Salem, Oregon. And we'll just stop there.
Yeah.
Because the rest of them just get more and more obscure. But that being said, yes, home values are going down, and none of these markets had a massive supply come online.
Right.
The closest one you can get is number one on the list, and that's Austin. That had a lot of deliveries in the market.
Yeah.
But that being said, look, demand without affordability is not demand, and all the things that we're seeing are concerning. Now, you'll see some realtors out there saying, not my market. No. That doesn't mean it's not going to be their market sooner or later. And just to go back to the beginning of the show, the whole point is the Fed is watching this.
Yes.
It is indicative in their mind of success at what they are trying to accomplish.